Look, living paycheck to paycheck is not fun, especially living like you're being burdened by debt. You're ready. So take control of your finances and let's live a debt-free life. I'm going to be sharing with you the secrets on how to get out of debt and start living the life that you deserve. From budgeting tips to debt repayment strategies, I'll be sharing everything you need to know to get on the path to financial freedom. So let's stop wasting your time and get right to it. Make sure to watch this entire video to the end to get the most out of it. First things first, let's talk about why it's so important to get out of debt. Having too much debt can lead to financial stress, difficulty making ends meet, and even damage to your credit score. But the good news is that there are steps that you can take to get out of debt and take control of your finances. Plus, if you're already dealing with stress or credit score damage, relax. Relax. These things are not permanent and can be repaired with time. One of the first things you should do is take a look at your budget. I stress budgeting so much because I really believe it is a large part of financial responsibility and is a way to hold yourself accountable. A lot of us tend to get lost and not live within our means by getting the latest iPhone or whatever when the previous year's model works perfectly well. So what we will want to do is make a list of all your income and expenses and see where you can cut back. It might be tough to make some changes at first, but it's important to find ways to reduce your expenses so you can put more money towards paying off your debt. That's the bottom line.
And that's the bottom line. Why? Because Stone Cold said so.
Next, you should focus on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. This is known as the Snowball Method. The reason this strategy is so effective is because high interest debt, such as credit card debt, can quickly accumulate, building up, and become overwhelming. By focusing on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first, you can save a significant amount of money in interest and charges over time. For example, let's say you have 3 credit cards with balances of $1,000, $2,000, and $3,000. The credit card with a balance of $3,000 has an interest rate of 20%, while the other 2 have interest rates of 15%. If you were to pay off the credit card with the $3,000 balance first, you would save more money in interest charges than if you were to pay off the credit card with the $1,000 balance first. Another way to pay off high interest debt is to consider debt consolidation. Now, I'm not a big fan, but this involves taking out a loan with a lower interest rate to pay off multiple high interest debts. This can help you simplify your debt repayment and may also lower your monthly payments. And by simplifying, I mean rather than paying a bunch of different places, you'd pay one place instead, making it less likely to forget and miss a payment. Another important step is to start making extra payments on your debt. Even if you can only afford to pay a little extra, it will make a big difference over time. And if you're really serious about getting out of debt, you might even want to consider taking on a side hustle like Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, or finding other ways to increase your income. But it's not just about paying off your debt. It's also about preventing yourself from getting into debt again. This means learning to live within your means, creating an emergency fund, and avoiding impulse purchases like that iPhone or PS5 that you just had to get. It's also important to remember that getting out of debt takes time and patience. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you stay focused and committed, you can do it. So there it is. By following these steps, you can get out of debt and start living the debt-free life that you deserve. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more financial tips.